I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro. LVG. Hello out there in Christmas land. As you maybe know, I'm playing a lot Christmas nights around this date, but I don't want to talk about that in this. Yeah, let me say it's a combination between fireside chat and some games that I want to show you that I picked up and I recommend to you out there in Videoland. But first I just want to greet two persons, or let me say, yeah, make it complete, two families. I want to greet, of course, every subscriber that I have, but especially let me say a pal of mine, Frederick. That's for you and your family. I hope you have great vacation, having had a great vacation, and of course having now a wonderful Christmas time, even if there are not so much snow where you're living. But that is not the point. Okay, and by the way, I tried to get your package already done. I put in a letter and I'd explain it then to you. And I want to also greet one of my newest subscribers to my channel, as I don't forgot you, Bucky, because we had a great time when we played Killer Instinct online, but unfortunately, yes, the different time zone makes it very hard. So Central Europe time, let me say 8 o'clock in the evening, 9 o'clock in the evening is around high noon, 12 a.m. or is it 12 p.m? So when you eat lunch. So it is, yeah, not every time easy to find someone online who plays Killer Instinct when you're living in Europe and also like to talk a little bit. But I enjoyed it very much and I will do it, of course, again and again. Yeah, I said it's a combination on a fireside chat, so I have to drink a little coffee as well. Before I come to the main part, I just also want to mention, yes, Playmarch's Polymega finally released the system updates a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't want to talk about it because I was very skeptic and tried in 1 or 2 times to trigger the system to crash again. I can now say it doesn't work to crash the system, but yeah, I'm never being so excited about this thing again that I was 6 years ago. Because yeah, you're guessing it if you are following the situation on the restocking and what they're doing. It's very hilarious. The gun should be out since 2 years. They showed material, you could pre-order it, and they skipped it now over a year since they said it would be released. So they're saying now early 2025. And for a short moment I thought about purchasing a second gun, because yeah, light gun games are cool and playing with a lad is very cool, but for what? So yeah, that was it almost for this part and this topic, because yeah, I'm tired of talking about the Polymega. But I said that a few times before, and maybe I will taking some videos, older videos, really bad videos, when you hear me nagging around some situations for over 30 or 40 minutes and nothing else. I mean, that was 4 years ago, so this isn't funny to look nowadays. But stay to my name, I'm the Lazy Video Gamer, and I'm not pretty sure, do I it tomorrow or do I it today or in a month? But yeah, when I'm talking against delisting, of course, yes, the Sega game delisting that brought me in panic to release a video from the 5th season that I had in mind to start at the end of February, early March, and I keep to that date. But yes, this situation, this news triggered me to talking about and giving everyone who are also in cab modding mood and doing an easy racing cab the opportunity to get such a thing. And luckily, if you're a Sony fan and having a PlayStation 3, these games are still in the stores. But the main topic, if I'll be honest, for today, maybe you guessed it already from the back, is that something very cool happened this year for me as a Mega CD maniac, or the Mega CD maniac par excellence, because there were actually a new game out there. And not only one, there are 2 new games out there. Okay, one isn't that new, cause I already had one, but somehow they managed to making what Sega didn't make, and you see it in the back that is running the original Sonic, and I will take with you, yes, once again, a little glimpse at Sonic the Hedgehog for Mega CD. For those who are more in a more family game mood. And I also want to mention that somehow I had to purchase it because it looks so great, this artwork. Zombie Terror, it's a text adventure game like in the old days. I mentioned this game also once or twice before, but it looks awesome. I like this artwork very, and yes, I think, yeah, okay. But there's also one thing more I want to talk about it, and I show it to you also. So, you probably, if you're watching YouTube for some Sega content, you already heard the good news that there are some freaks out there who produced an Ultimate Doom variation, and I have the process of it. There is some developing always going on in the homebrewing scene, and yes, I found a cool French seller who made these things for a reasonable price. On the reason how this is possible to make it with in a reasonable decent price range is that he's using the generic original Megabyte cartridge cases and not buying the 32X game and doing the datas over the other thing who was on it for the authenticity or fantasy. Okay, to look real legit. Let me say it that way. And I waited to talk about this game because I waited also to not only get the module or get the game in a shell, I waited till he has the variation with the Mega CD soundtrack, also with a CD also included. So I waited a little bit longer, but I thought it was worth it. When it comes to the game, it is absolutely worth it because it looks great. You have different resolutions. You can fooling around with different screen sizes, but in my case, unfortunately, my Mega CD Model 1 doesn't run right now with sound. I have the mixing cable in it, everything like used to be back in the day, with one exception. I have an HDMI cable plugged in from Kaiko, and maybe this is a little bit issue for the system. I tried it out with the Multimega and I could select the CD soundtrack as well, like on my Mega CD 2 and Mega Drive 2 variation, but my Mega CD 2 is modded and had issues with this with the CD to recognize it, so I can say it has a fantastic sound. I listen to the sound of the CD as a stand-alone product, and the sound would be awesome. But I never could experience the soundtrack when I played the game. So I had to play the game with the cartridge sound, but it's actually pretty cool. It's an awesome variation of this game, and I appreciate everything that is made in home brewing and in the reproduction scene. And when I'm thinking about especially this Doom variation, it costs around 40 bucks. I have some reproductions who looks very legit in cardboard boxes, and this of course raises the prices because the cardboard boxes are not so easy to produce. Those are generic Mega Drive game cases and a paper sheet in it. It looks very cool and fits perfect into my shelf, but I know that something that looks legitly is expensive to reproduce. But I think it's a good opportunity to support those people who making such things, because there is someone who has to taking his time and ordering some shelves and cutting the printed papers out and yeah, put on the datas on the modules. And when nobody like Limited Run does it, why shouldn't a regular person don't do that and yeah, get a couple of bucks for his work? Yeah, so that was it for this year's episode of the Lazy Videogamer Show. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a commentary down below what you think about reproductions, what you think about those games that I showed you and talked about. So what should I say more? As have a fantastic rest of year and a great 2025. I thank you for your support, I thank you for your commentaries, and I remind you, the game is never over. I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro.